very, very seldom that we see that. Oh, I've got to pick something up again, because I'm going to plant this in our garden. One of these crassulas that an elephant has pulled out. That's going to go in our garden. You can see the way the flowers are growing. This thing must have been fallen over, because all the flowers have turned to face upwards. Like that. Okay. I spend a couple of years here, I end up with all sorts of... I end up with more stuff in the little area of camp than there is out here in the bush. And I don't take anything out of it. I don't pick things, and I don't even like picking flowers unless they're quite profuse in their appearance, or unless they're quite prolific. Some more big tracks in the road. Big bone that's been put. That big bone actually is a bone that was lying. I know exactly where it was lying, because sometime last winter, once all this grasses had cleared away, I found it there. There's a very fresh mark in the road that's still got moisture in it. So
On the left.
There is an exceptionally large animal.
Yeah, no, I think lion or something.
No, I especially did that here. Same like with the buffalo. Good afternoon, Squire. Who that? Cassie. Kathy, thanks Kathy. An elephant. There's a bull elephant. There's a lovely bull, actually, showing in must. He seems to be bouncing his hindquarters a little bit.
Ooh.
Hmm?
I just heard a bit of trumpet further on.
I think there's a breeding herd further on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tempted to stay here for the rest of drive. However, I have to set the bar for this Rangers race. I haven't done that in all the other Rangers races. I never set the bar. So, as much as I love you, Mr. Ellie, and as much as I would love to spend time with you, it's you. I can see it in your eye. You were the one that pulled this thing out of the ground. You're the culprit. Yeah, but as much as I would love to, sadly, I gotta go. I got to go.
No.
I just gotta go. Oh no, don't tell me. It's raining.
No, it's not. It's your imagination.
Spitting.
No.
Out of a virtually blue sky. No, maybe an elephant sneezed and upwind of us.
Yep. I think that's more likely.
Okay, Mr. Ellie, I love to stay and chat. Go ahead. There's just one mandorla here on the left. I think the rest of that slumby is further up. Jared, I think we'll just all have to come after the Glove. We've got some in Glove near Treehouse Dam on Weaver's Nest. So there is only myself and Henry and Abel out this afternoon.
Okay, I'm going to be leaving you in Kobe. It looks like they may want to head west just to the battery.
Okay, copy. And if you can maybe just leave a branch on the road. Actually, we should find them. Since we've already marked down an elephant. A little time down. Usual dip for breakups. My guess is they've all gone up to Treehouse Dam. There's another one. Two. Couple of bulls in there.
So we can get in there.
But they're kind of hidden. Alright, we're gonna have to go, I'm afraid. All these
Yeah,
ellies
they're
are
hidden.
Hmm?
They're hidden.
Relatively thick bush. We've got another pachyderm to find.
Got the Norwegian branch, right on the border of on the road, and there's a termite mound just off where the short grass meets the thick grass, and we're stationary there.
Thanks, Jared. Just curious, hearing Jared on the radio. Jared is busy testing the new jigger, the 110. He's out getting signal and stuff. We're hoping to be driving the new 110 soon, so that jigger can go and have some work done on it. A bit of lapis, a bit of a facelift. A few, transplant.
Marc?
You go.
You brought them on the side.
There was two more further down Weaver's Nest. I think most of that slummy might have gone up to Treehouse. But I am going to go and look for that in Combi now.
Good, thank you.
Hello, Mr.
I love you, Mr. Ellie. Come and say hello quickly before I go. Just quickly come and say hello to me. Grabs a round leaf teak while he's walking. That's a dead one, silly man. Hello. This one's chewed by an elephant long time ago already. Okay, bye. Yes. Okay, bye. Probably cross with me because I'm not staying to chat. I say he's probably cross with me because I'm not staying to chat. He wanted to. He said he wanted to talk about the whales that I saw.
Ah. Did you see whales?
I only saw them blowing, but there were 3 that we saw one day. It was hard to. It was in the late afternoon. It was the one day that I had a fairly decent sunset, and the sun setting over the sea. You can see when they blow. That sort of shines in the late afternoon light. There was just one afternoon that the sun popped down underneath all. Thanks, Jared. Thanks, Jared. I managed to get the sun as it popped out underneath the cloud and then set just in front of Cape Point. It was from Gansbaai. Gansbaai, a little village, very well known for the shark diving. And no, I didn't go shark diving. Sadly, all the boats were I was going to say they were grounded. Planes are grounded. They were docked. They were in the harbour. Boats weren't going out at all with all that weather that was going on. So sadly, I couldn't get out there on a boat to go and do a shark dive. What was I saying? I forget now.
You're saying about when you saw the whales.
Oh yeah. Anyways, there was this late afternoon light and a couple of whales blowing, whale spouts. Definitely southern right whales. That would have been the first of the season that had come in. The southern right whales come into the likes of False Bay, Walker Bay, and that area down in the Western Cape to give birth in our winter months, because it's of course way too cold for them down in the Antarctic, and they spend the winter months in places like Walker Bay, False Bay, parts of our southwestern coast, to fatten up their calves for the cold trip back to the Antarctic. A lot of people believe that some of them are albinos, but a lot of the whales, the calves, well, of the southern right, their calves are actually born white and they get darker with age. So, where are we? Number 7 or 8?
I think the elephant was an 8. Was it? I might be lying.
Oh, number 8. Elephant is 8. And still waiting for an email from past races. What's the highest number we've had on any previous Rangers races? I can't remember. Might have been Peter. Peter did have the...
Oh! No, sorry. Babbler.
A babbler.
I just saw movement. I thought it might have been a little one.
Chagra might be a tree.
Yeah.
I mean a bush. Okay, we might lose signal in this dip again. Oh no, look what they've done to this. Albizia has been broken. Sad. And this one big branch was actually only lit because of a bit of bark on the other side. It had been barked before by an elephant. Well, my main tree is still there. I reckon I'm going to kind of stage you see after an elephant is getting something, place and takes it out on a tree. Back on Twin Dams Road, we're heading back towards Gowrie Dam so we can cross Dam Wall. My plan is to get back up to Central Road because this morning on Central Road there were some leopard tracks going up and down. Graham Cook maintains that there was leopard fighting. I think it was Jared and Patrick that was saying leopard mating. Of course, very similar sounds because leopard mating. Boy, if there's ever an animal that plays hard to get.
Yeah.
Oh, hello children.
Yes.
One of my spiral horned antelopes. I know, you're going to say, oh, but there are no horns. Well, the females don't have horns. Hello, Mrs. Spiral horned antelope. What is your name? It's going to be tricky because she's only looking at us. We're not seeing her from the side. So...
Come on, lady.
Oh, you've got a baby.
Little one.
Got a little one. A gorgeous little thing. Hey little one, your mother's going the other way. Yeah, that's the way. Carol, I'm a little disappointed, Carol. The game show buzzer, bzz, not kudu. Dave Hill gets the piped in, hooray!
Ooh,
Oh, it's tiny, that little thing. And there's a second youngster that's a little bit bigger. Look how many stripes she's got. How distinct those stripes are at such a young age. Absolutely gorgeous little child. It's a little bit fluffy. Probably only a couple of weeks old. This one must be a couple of months old, and then mom coming up in the back. second mother, giving us a little bit of a look there. Yes, walking like a ballerina. Right, little princess. Dave Hill, thank you. Nyala. Benoni rules. Dave, straight out of Benoni. Dave, I don't know if you were with us on drive yesterday morning, and I was mentioning that Herman and I stopped in Benoni on our way back here on Tuesday, I think it was. Driving back to the bush, we pulled up. I went to Herman, the house I grew up in Lakefield. And my oak trees that I planted when I was 4 years old, and they're now these giant, I won't tell you how many year old oaks they are, 40 something. But I was 4 years old when oh sorry, yeah, you're right, Herman, my maths is bad. I thought 2 oaks equals 40, but each one is, never mind, getting myself tongue-tied here. But yep, beautiful big oak trees, and kind of reminiscing, but all I could do was look through the security gate of the house. Most houses in suburbia now in Johannesburg and surrounding cities have got electric fences on the top of the walls and electric gates and security systems. Some of them even have guards sitting outside their houses. That's, I guess, an indictment on the crime situation we have in this country. Not that bad. It's just bad.
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop.
You have to go back.
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. Branch caught me from behind. Knocked my hat off.
What are we looking at? Oh, your hat.
Sorry, Branch knocked it off.
Yes, it belongs to a mammal. One with mammary glands. You got the giggles today.
I have. We have a bit of a comedian on board this afternoon.
Well, it's Rangers race. We got to spice it up a little bit, you know. Yes, oh, and Dave, as I was saying, so we went up to North Mead and visited some people in your neck of the woods, or old neck of the woods. My old high school, Benoni High, the sports ground at John Barrable Hall, just a reminder to everybody, this is Safari TV live from the African bush with yours truly, Marc Weiner. Car on camera, Herman in final control, and we are on a Rangers race. If you've only just joined us, a Rangers race is, I guess race is kind of not really the operative word there, because we're not racing as in speed. We're racing to find as many mammals as we can find in one afternoon. One afternoon's game drive, 3 hours of it. 6 o'clock the buzzer will go and we will make the count, see how many I get. I'm starting the Rangers race for the next 3 days, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Who's next? Who's tomorrow?
Patrick's tomorrow.
Patrick tomorrow.
Jared on Saturday, and I'm last.
Tara gets the lucky slot
job.
of really racing around for that, to break the numbers. And by Sunday evening we will have a winner. If we don't have a winner, we have a shootout.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that big one.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get there quickly if we can. He's moving.
Maybe Herman might be able to get him on the dam cam.
Herman should have got him already on the damn cam. And the other one that Jared said was here.
Okay.
But I don't see that other one.
Oh.
Guinea fowl.
Can
There
get
he
a
is.
shot there. Hiding.
Go ahead.
A couple more on the boundary east of the gate. It is them south.
Thanks, for.
Sorry, I was once an L3. Anything to jump? And also the Skycon is on the western side of the gate. And very close to the gate is also a couple more over there. So, but on top of Europe.
Oh boy.
I would like to come by in there. But yeah, we will come back from River's Nest Road, Gary Main, and I will head slowly west. Okay?
Our cheetah and her cub are at the gates. And as much as I'd love to get there and see her, we're just not going to get signal, so I'm going to have to give it a miss. Unfortunately. I wonder if we got enough of this big mammal. This big boy that was here. We're going to have a quick look at him, but of course we've got to go and find some pachyderms that we're going to lose sight of, or lose the possibility of finding if we don't go soon. Back on this bumpy road again. Marilyn, Kathy, Dave, Hill, Giraffe, who's lost the tip of his tail. I remember, I've seen him before.
I saw him on drive the other day.
Some of you will remember. I wonder what happened to Patty. Patty, have you given up on us? Just not getting your emails through quick enough. One Dlamiti Gary Dam. Oh, Patty did get through. Okay, just wondering. Just checking. Hello, Mr. G. And one smaller horn than the other. We've seen him before last year. Hasn't been here for a while. He's heading off into the drainage line into rather thick bush. And since we have him on the list, bye-bye, Mr. Giraffe. I'm sorry we can't talk to you. We can't stay. Oh, the golden orb. Still busy catching things. And we've
we just disturbed the buff.
Oh. Oh, I forgot they were there.
So did I.
Okay, one is still lying down. I'm going to sneak away. Saw those oxpeckers flying up. So we just hit double figures. Count is 10.
And 2 out the big 5. I still think you should get a bonus point if you get the 5.
Okay, thanks. I'm getting raindrops again, but they're intermittent. I don't think it's much to be concerned about just yet. There's 1 or 2 little drops. Strange, because there's barely anything up in the sky here to even produce rain or hold water, for that matter. But what it is going to do is it's going to cool things down a little bit quicker. You okay there?
Yeah.
Bouncing around a lot this afternoon.
It's revenge now, isn't it?
Ah, yes, thanks for reminding me.
I thought so.
For those first 2 drives.
I knew
Well,
you
at
had
least you
forgotten.
didn't launch me like you did Caroline. I mean, the James Bond car with the eject seat couldn't do better than
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Kit. Just saying I should get bonus points for the camera work.
Yeah, right.
But does that go for this drive or my
Look at that
drive?
tree. It's got a torchwood or something huge. Tree pushed over. Okay, we are looking for animals. Sick, look at that.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh. Yeah, they're raindrops.
On the...
Raindrops. Hello, children.
Oh, I see it.
Elephants that have lost their trunks. Have you got something to wipe it?
I will have. I just want to get... It's just out the way
Yeah,
of them at the
I've got to wipe my
moment.
glasses too. Got a few raindrops on it. On them.
Oh, thank you.
Elaine. Hello, Elaine. White rhinoceros. From Elaine. Thank you, Elaine. Takes my total to 11.
They are disappearing.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry guys, I'm just going to wipe the lens for you. Here you go.
Raven, Fan, Peggy, Marilyn, Dave, Susan, Carol, Patricia, Jules in the UK, Sharon must be in Austria, and Liz. Is that Liz Brown? Oh, Phyllis. Phyllis. Hello, Phyllis. Phyllis Wilner. Hello, white rhino with an oxpecker in your ear. High fashion items, oxpeckers in the rhino community these days, worn by discerning rhinos hanging out of the left ear, denoting some particular fashion statement made by the rhino. Pardon? No. They're going to be going to Gowrie Dam.
They are.
Cutting through onto Central Road, heading towards Gowrie Dam.
I'm far away, I'm very close to the car. Okay, copy. Yeah, let us know what is the kind of a couple of miles from west, so I think that the security, but I'm sure later on.
Now guys, these two in Combi are slowly moving towards Gowrie Dam. They're approaching junction with Central Road on Gowrie Cut Line at the moment.
Is the Combi?
Yeah, it's two in Combi.
So thanks, yeah, I would like to come and join, but I'm on Weber's Nest Junction, Garime.
Where's Kashanam for?
I'm Kashan.
Okay, Henry, they are just north of Central Road junction with Gowrie Cut Line, but they're on the western side of the road, and looks like she's moving towards Gowrie Dam.
And with that, will you guys both come down this morning? The encounter was on Central, but we didn't find any injuries. Where was the last time you saw him? Yeah, it's inside from Jarabji. The heading is to Detkoren Kani there. Then also cross into the Kowani southern side. So first point, thank you.
Graham, come in.
Mark, how do you leave?
Pretty good, thanks. How are you doing? Graham, where's the Inferni today? Okay, copy. Thank you. We are leaving this Kumbi, slowly making the way towards Gari Dam, parallel to Central Road with the Gari cut line.
Graham, what drive? Good.
Mousebird.
Wasn't quick enough off the mark there.
So, now, there were... We need to look for leopard tracks. Because I'm curious whether there were two leopards fighting or two leopards mating. Or whether there was maybe just... Maybe just... the boys getting a little bit irritable with each other. Who knows? Maybe Karula is in estrus. Who knows? Maybe it's white cloth.
Oh, up ahead there was something. Go.
Oh,
There. Did you see?
where?
A few of them. Up
few
ahead.
of them.
A few of them.
A few of them.
A few of them.
Is it safe to go further?
Yeah.
There's a
Just
dove.
where the
there's
dove
one
is.
behind the dove. There's another one just running across the road behind the dove. And
There we
another
go,
one
and there's
crossing
another one.
the other side of the road.
There.
Running along the road.
There.
Left to right, right to left. Make up your mind, children. There, stopping. There's a face-off with one of the smallest mammals that we have and the jigger. Who's going to win this chicken race? Commonly known as a... Come, help me out, people. Emails. Final control at safari.tv. Let's sneak up on them. Glad we saw them.
I've been thinking we haven't seen any for a while.
Yeah. Well, I saw bandits the
Such
other
dear
day.
little creatures.
Yesterday morning. And I saw the bigger ones with the stripes on. But just because they're striped doesn't mean they're called the striped such and such.
Uh-huh. But did you see what I did there, Mark?
What did you do then?
Dear little creature.
Not with you.
Well, I hope the viewers picked up on it.
I'm sure they did. Way over my head.
Uh-huh.
On that termite mound, there were one or two. Under that, there's a dwarf boobine, dwarf scotia capitata. And the answer is... taking longer than I thought.
You see any more? I can hear them.
Okay, well, we've seen them. This will be a tricky identification for some of you. They're shouting at us. Dwarf mongoose from Carol and Paddy Mulligan. Jewel or Jules? Lifespan of a rhino. Approximately 45-50 years, I think. Roughly. Thereabouts.
Ah.
Yeah, kitty. We got to try and get to 20. Trying to think, there was 1, 2, We've got that one makes 3. Got a that makes 4. Then there's and the makes 6. 6 possibilities still. 5 good possibility. 4 real possibility. 7 at a push.
Saw a very interesting member of the feline community around quarantine a couple of nights ago.
Oh yeah?
Very small one.
The serval.
Same sort of thing, but smaller.
Having a wildcat.
Yibble.
Okay. I've got from Trina. Trina. What is the difference between a black rhinoceros and a white rhinoceros? Not the color. Excuse me, Franklin, but I can't really. Oh, there's lion.
It's
Dung
gone.
in the road. Must have been when they were eating that warthog down here a while ago. Trina. Difference between a black and a... Well, first of all, let's remove the black and the white from the name, because really it doesn't refer to color, it refers to rivers. Black rhino was found, actually only one. I think the black rhino was first discovered on the Black Umfolozi River. This is what I was told, I don't know how true it is. And became the black rhino. The white rhino was a misunderstanding. You see, there was already this rhino called a black rhino. And then the British came. Did I just hear that animal that I'm looking for? Sitting in a tree, shouting an alarm call. Maybe. We need to find one of them. There's probably one in every tree and we can't find it. Giving it away now. So, well, the Dutch settlers in the country were the ones that discovered these animals. And I'm just trying to think, trying to plan my route. I think we'll go straight up towards Cheetah Cut Line. So, the Dutch called the white rhino the wide-mouthed rhino. And the Dutch word for wide is wijd. W-I-J-D, if I'm not mistaken. Pete Bright, tell me if I'm wrong. Pete around, that's Pete from Cape Town. This is the spot where the elephant threw mud at me and Nishan. So the British, of course, come along, try and colonize the country.
As we do.
As the British are wanted to do. As the British. Here's leopard track. And they hear the Dutch talking about this wijd. Something with the word wijd in it. And they think it means white. Because white in Dutch is W-I-T. Wit. Needless to say, the British made a bit of a mistake and called it a white rhino, because they thought, oh well, if one's called a black, the other one must be called a white.
See, that I heard it was the other way around. It was found first.
Definitely with the back.
So yeah. It's
Okay.
quite interesting that.
Well, I think we're going to need some confirmation there.
I think
from
we will, hey?
somebody
Because I heard it
there
was
who is
the white, and then because there was white, they called it black.
and you see my
But that makes yours also makes sense. The Black River.
memory, if it serves me correctly, was I learned that it was the black that was found on the Black Umfolozi River, if there is such a river even.
That would make sense. It's quite interesting.
Go ahead. I left them combi, so they must be almost at the dam by now. Herman, can you pan the camera, see if you can see those rhino at the dam yet? Thanks, dude. Cheetah and in Simbambili anyway, west of the gate, so we wouldn't even be able to see them even if we could go up there. I mean, if we had signal at the gate. So,
I think we've got an hour left, Mark.
I only got an hour left, and we're only on 10 or something, 12, 11, 12. Well, weather related. Or weather related. Patrick might be lucky enough to get the cheetah tomorrow if they leave there and move up this way. Also heard last night that wild dog were also seen on Elephant Plains yesterday, making a kill. But I've learned subsequently that they have a den down on Robson, I think it is. Which means that they won't venture this far for some time, I don't think. That's probably why we're not seeing the wild dog as of late, because they're evidently denning at the moment. Got pups. Evidently only 2 or 3 pups have been seen, very young, only about a couple of weeks old. A few weeks, not even sure how old. But means that the adults won't be venturing too far from the den site. They'll be hunting within a much smaller radius, taking meat back for not only the caregiver, the babysitters, but also for the pups themselves. Aha. Drag marks.
Yeah, they might be inside the block because they crossed from the north of that big shepherd bed, they headed west through that block. They might be still inside the block. So, cover the block. Cover the block.
Drag marks. Something was dragged on the dead animal was dragged along the ground here. Guys, I'm on Central Road heading up towards Cheetah Cut Line. I've got drag marks heading up to just west of Drakensberg Drive, heading towards Drakensberg Drive. Anybody see that this morning?
not yet, Marc. They didn't come by that side. I don't know, maybe Gerald. I just grew up with east of Nyala Road, Nyala North, Nyala South, by the drainage line, and then went back. I didn't go east.
Okay, copy.
Okay.
Something happened here this morning. My guess is leopard made a kill and hyena took it, stole it, tonsured it. I can only find at least one of those animals. What? There's lots of PC tracks here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is.
We're going this way towards Guari Pan. Let's go to Guari Pan. There's also a stunning sunset about to appear. And with the sun going down, it means I'm going to lose out on a couple of mammals that are going to be going to bed. That we saw one earlier. I hear the drag marks here. Have a quick glimpse of what the sunset's going to be doing in a few minutes. It's like I was talking about earlier, going in, having one afternoon in the Cape with a beautiful sunset where it popped out from underneath the cloud, as this one is going to do, except there it was blowing a gale and somewhat different, slightly darker. We'll find a nice spot to view the sunset. I will find time, even though I'm on a Rangers race. I'll find the time to see that sunset. So where did they drag it after there? Giraffe tracks, rhino tracks. Hello, Jack. Go ahead. Thank you, Jack. Sorry I don't buy it. Nice explanation, but whoever wrote that explanation has never been to Africa. Jack is saying another explanation for the black rhinos because of the darker coloured mud left behind or after rhinos have wallowed. But now, since rhino do wallow, if you had white rhino and black rhino in the same mud wallow or using the same area and in the same mud wallow, they would both be the same colour. Because they do take on the colour of the mud that they roll in. The clay rather, or the sand that they roll in. One day you can have a black rhino that's actually a white rhino, and the next day it can be red, or this pale beige colour of the soil. quick visit to Cheetah Cut Line. Yeah, you see we missed those other big stripy animals. Those other stripy animals with the spiral horns, and their smaller cousins with a few stripes and spots. We missed them. Look left, look right, look left again. Anybody home? No. No track, other than that of a tractor. Let's make a turn this way and go down to Warripan, as I was thinking of doing earlier. On the other hand, let me just look at some other tracks quickly. Oops. Tracks other than tractor tracks. There was one of the wild African tractors driving along here earlier. Well, that looks very much like a honey badger to me. Then there was also that other little antelope. We haven't seen one of those. Maybe we'll see one up here. There was that other big fluffy antelope who's supposedly around Gowrie Dam. We haven't seen. So there's a good few animals that we do sometimes see on a regular basis that have somehow eluded us this afternoon. Here on Safari TV, live from the African Bushveld. My name is Marc. My partner in crime on the jigger today is Tara behind the camera. Pardon? You see something?
I'm just smelling. I think it's the elephant again. I think they're over that side. We are being watched.
We're not going to see the sun popping out underneath the cloud because there's too much cloud, I'm afraid. We'll get some colour. There is some colour creeping through. But I don't think we're going to see the orb. Fiery orb of our lone star. Hello, Franklins. Yep, they were up and down here too. I can't say what they were because maybe there's one or two in front of us somewhere close by. Then it won't count. smell elephant. There's been a breeding herd here. Where those sticks cats went to? The sticky cats. Elephant. Hippo. I'm going to do a little bit of Drakensberg.
Do you see the cat prints?
No.
A bit further back, just on the junction. There. Right.
That.
No, maybe not. No, sorry, it's not. No, it's maybe.
Quite surprisingly, water in Warripan still, and going into the end of May. I just wanted to come this way because I wanted to look at this eroded section. Cats like to lie on open ground on these eroded patches, but I guess not today. Yeah, I guess we can go to Buffelshoek Dam. Folks, I've promised you that I'd make time for the sunset, but I'm sorry there is not going to be a sunset this evening. There is just too much cloud. Okay, going back to Buffelshoek Dam. I'm trying to figure out what to do from there. Hello, golden orb spider. Strong elephant smell here. Just have a look. It might just be something peeping out of that cloud in the back there. And that's the best we can do for sunset. Maybe go back a little bit.
Yeah, if you can. That's it. Go.
Quite a nice composition.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Do what, sorry?
Quite a nice composition.
Hmm.
The dead tree curling over and those trees in the distance sticking up like that.
Cool.
No points for sunsets. Okay, let's get around to Buffelshoek Dam. Go this way around. last moments of the day to find one or two diurnal species that are likely to climb into holes or burrows. Andrew, come in.
Thank you very much.
You find in Combi?
Still looking for, didn't find any combi. But on the Gary cut line where there is this Sasha, it looks like they headed east. They're driving fallen on the eastern direction towards the Sugar.
Okay, now when I left them, they were still heading south, and they were on the western side of Gary Cut Line.
Copy, yeah, it looks like they went east towards the Sugar.
Okay, sorry, Paul.
No matter, thank you. Right where there is a fallen hotel car, yeah, they just crossing there.
Okay, copy. Yeah, I followed those drag marks a bit. PC chonched some, or I don't know, maybe there was Ingwe that bumped something. PC must have chonched it.
Yeah, so because there was two condo for the English, I told them I'm a party. And I don't condo for the pieces where my name is by Central Road.
Yeah, okay, copy. Yeah, I'm up here at this area now. I'm just going to go check Ripples again.
Yeah, I was thinking of going there. I'm on Gary.
Oh, stop, in front. There.
What way?
There.
There. Oh, wow. Gosh, how on earth did you see that if I still can't see it? Cool bananas.
Okay, that's fully open.
Recovering after Easter. Great stuff. Okay, that's a bit too easy. Carrie Carter.
Go. Just here.
Not a rabbit.
Oh.
We don't get rabbits, I'm afraid. That was a scrub hare. And the answer came in from Susan. Thanks, Susan. Scrub hare. Adding another one to my total. And very lucky too, because it's still kind of daylight and it's still, well, just lucky to see it in this light. Please be here, please be here, please be here. Shutter speed. Let me just, I'll get to the dam and you can do it.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Just hit it by accident.
It's hard to press buttons
Yeah.
when it's moving, but let's just get down here first and then we can press buttons.
Got it.
Hello, Buffalo Dam. See a heron fishing or frogging. Couple of ripples. Couple of hippo. There's hippo with a baby. I'm sure that's Bob. Looks very small. Tiny baby. But I'm not
You duck to the
seeing
left for
a
me.
cat sleeping on the wall.
Okay.
Unfortunately not. I was so hoping that there'd be a cat here. Okay. Sorry, I know we all love hippos and baby hippos, but not tonight, Josephine. I do, however, since I'm here. Oh, human beings, but we got humans already, haven't we?
Where are you seeing humans? Oh, there.
Same drive vehicle. Okay, no crocodilian. Right, and I was going to say we'll go look for the crocs, but what is that there? Hippos.
Yeah, there's some hippos through there.
Yeah. Quite a few hippos in the dam.
Let's see.
It's another little one.
I think there was 2 in here last time.
Which means that there are no little ones at Gary Dam.
Nope.
Okay, off we go. There's a vehicle here, they're going to probably want to stop for drinks anyway. Oh, they are on that side of the dam. We'll vacate the premises.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry Clara. Bad roads, bad driving.
Now I know what you guys feel like.
Last chance for one of those rodents. Although they're probably in bed by now. In their drays.
So what's that push the total up to now? 14.
The what?
Does that push it up to 14?
What up to 14?
The hair.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking camera. What do you want to put on 14 on the camera?
Are we on
Scrub has
13?
13. No.
Huh?
Dwarf mongoose. Oh yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, we did have.
Dwarf mongoose and then scrub.
Yeah.
The one. Dwarf mongoose and then the scrub hair. Everybody, can anyone confirm that there was anything? No, there wasn't anything in between. There were the drag marks, and I was hoping to find one of those predators that was responsible for killing an animal and dragging it off somewhere. One of the culprits. Maybe we can still go past it. We'll go past it now as well. As well.
As well.
One word, as well.
I'm becoming South African.
Oh, is that a South Africanism?
Yo, we put the emphasis on as well instead of as well. So out here you put the emphasis on as instead of well.
I hadn't noticed that.
And you tend to put it at the end of the sentences, which is what I've started doing now.
As well.
As well.
Oh, poor knobthorn's gonna die. Leaky ring bar. No questions. Final control at safari.tv. Final control, one word, lowercase letters, just in case you didn't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which way we gonna go? I guess the jigger's already going straight. Go back up to where we saw those tracks and drag marks and things. Thank you, Sean. We are on 13.
I thought it was higher than that.
I thought so too. That took a few moments to sink in. Over there. Time to get the spotlight out, I think.
You need to jig it.
30 minutes left. We've got 30 minutes to find at least 7 species of animals. But I want to get 20. I still haven't heard from anybody about how many the highest number of species has been on any of the rangers races.
If you just knock the side of the spotlight, I think. If you knock the side of it, there you go.
Very typical human being. Turns it to point it in his face to switch it on to see if it... So I blinded myself. It's like looking into the end of a hose pipe to see why the water's not coming up. Why do people do that? You know, it's like you turn a flashlight into your face and then bang it. Oh boy, now you're blinded. You're going to need 10 flashlights to see now. To reduce your pupils to a pinhole. Yes, I heard the radio click. Okay.
Hey!
Ah, there we go. Marc won the last Rangers race with 21 mammals. Okay,
Is that a Marc we know?
Pardon?
Is that a Marc we know?
Is that a Marc we know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite a remarkable character.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to meet him sometime.
Oh, I can arrange that. It's 30 minutes. If we do 1 mammal a minute, that's 30 mammals. Except that's pushing it a bit. And we've got several nocturnal species that'll be coming awake now. I suppose I can't do the bat thing this time round. I guess I can't do the bat thing, period. Oh, a lot of mud on that tree. Oh, actually, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Having a look at this, I was trying to figure out what was going on here. Okay. I did it again. I don't know if you can see this, folks. Let me see if I can. Oh, you can. In the spotlight, this marula tree, if I don't show the light, you can see there's a lot of mud on it. There you go. Just instead of shining the light on the mud. But come down, Tara, you can see where woodpeckers have been pecking. In the through the mud casing that an elephant would have had a mud bath somewhere between Buffelshoek Dam and here, maybe an old mud wallow, and this is pitted with holes from an oxpecker. It's a dead marula tree and woodpecker. Did I say oxpecker? I meant woodpecker.
I think you did say woodpecker.
Anyways, woodpecker's been trying to get through the bark because of the dead marula tree. The bark separates from the tree, and a lot of creatures, a lot of insects, especially the larvae of some of the wood-boring beetles, which are very thick, juicy grubs, live just underneath that dead bark. And of course, the woodpeckers love that sort of thing. Reminds me of the acorn. Are they called acorn woodpeckers in the States? Somebody help me out, please. Those ones that hammer holes in the oak trees and in the bark of the cork oaks or the oak trees, and then they stuff an acorn in them.
I've seen footage of that.
And you get these trees that are just, it looks like somebody's taken a giant shotgun with acorns in it and blasted this tree, and it went boom, peppered with acorns sticking out a little hole. And it's remarkable how they, notice I used the word remarkable, it's remarkable how they managed to find the acorn to fit the hole, because not every acorn is the same size, so it's not a standard size hole that they're digging. They're digging a hole and then they'll go, well they peck out lots of holes really, and then they'll go and find an acorn, and then they just spend a bit of time hopping around the trunk of the tree trying to see which hole the acorn will fit in, and that's how they store their acorns. Probably got this whole thing going with squirrels, that they sell them to squirrels in the winter time.
Yeah. Acorn store.
Okay. Thanks, Lee. Just confirming they are acorn woodpeckers. Thank you. A couple of questions that have come in. Deborah wanting to know where we get our gasoline from. And it gets delivered in 44-gallon drums. And for those of you in a different part of the world, we get our petrol in 200-litre drums. Translating English to English, or American to English. And there's a gentleman who has a shop out in Utah. Utah spelled the same as the state Utah. The next village on from Dixie. Joel, and Joel has a shop, a supply store, and he delivers it for us. He brings it to us in these big drums. And was it Kathy that was asking about animals falling into the jigger? And Kathy was asking, has an animal ever fallen into the jigger? Or a creature, or a... Well, I think the most common thing to fall into the vehicle are the... maybe I shouldn't say this, and it put people off coming. I think that grasshoppers, sometimes golden orbs, or bark spiders. The worst thing that can fall into the jigger is a hairy caterpillar. Because hairy caterpillar falls out of a tree and goes down your shirt, or if you're wearing shorts and you accidentally sit on it, it can cause quite a rash. The fine hairs on the caterpillar irritate the skin and can be quite uncomfortable. There's someone I know who once worked at Ulusaba 20 odd years ago. He parked underneath a tree with a leopard on a kill. and the leopard kind of got a bit annoyed and upset and decided to jump out of the tree, and of course, having parked under the tree, there was no way to go other than to jump on the vehicle and then off again. And I think a guest was actually injured in that little escapade. As far as my vehicle is concerned, no. Had a bush snake fall on the lounge, or rather the lunch table at a lodge once.
Ooh.
Oh, look! Ooh! He's hiding away, but I can see you sleeping next to me. No, I can see you, because you were hiding. Hello, spotted child. I've got spots, what can I say?
The non-stripe.
Non-stripe. Yeah, I suppose that's borderline. Wasn't here earlier when we came past. Just as well we came back again.
Yeah. Well, it's...
Oh, there's so many fresh tracks around here that we're bound to bump into one of them. Carol, hyena. Susan was saying. Susan, I'm pressing the buzzer on you again. Spotted hyena, thank you, Carol Rosalind. Carol. Oh, Carol.
I was thinking of exactly the same song.
Must be nice to have a song made for you.
I am but a fool.
Or maybe it can get a bit painful, because then everybody does that when they say, oh, Carol.
Can you just shine a little bit more towards the... No, it's just... Thank you.
Okay. That's very interesting, Mike. I didn't know that. Michael Ward from Chicago.
I had an inkling he might have been.
A canine behaviorist, ethologist. Mike interested in the wild dogs. Yes. And since we were talking about them earlier, well, there seem to be two groups here, Mike. There's the one group of about 24 individuals that we had. Actually, Herman and I think it was the last time we had wild dog here. Herman and I found them. They just made a kill early one morning. Actually, we found about 5 of their kills that morning. They left a trail of destruction. And there's another smaller group of 5. Now, it's the smaller group of 5 that live or are denning to the southwest of us on another property. And they were seen on a property west of us yesterday. We haven't seen that group of 5 for a long time. I can't remember when last that group of 5 was seen. Anyways, we're moving along because now we've broken the 13 barrier. Lucky for some, unlucky for others. And painted wolves, as they're called as well. African hunting dogs. That's a bit of a misnomer, wild dogs, because for a lot of people it conjures up the image of a feral dog, what we would rather term a feral dog, domestic dogs gone wild. They will never be wild. In fact, it is such a distinct species that it doesn't belong to the genus Canis, as do most dogs. The African hunting dog or painted wolves, painted dogs. They're even called painted clowns.
Oh, really?
I think I've heard them referred to as once, because they do sort of have that sort of clownish look about them. But they belong to the genus Lycaon, referring to their wolf-like appearance. Lycaon pictus, pictus meaning, well, pictus no doubt referring to their patchy coats. Picturesque, pictus. Okay, time to find some. Sorry, Herman. Okay. Oh, and Mark, thanks very much. What?
No, carry on.
Oh. Thanks very much for the compliment for Cara and I.
I was just saying, yeah, thank you as well.
As well.
As well.
Oh, there.
Where?
Moving through underneath. Oh, it's one we don't have. Underneath this wattle.
Underneath? How far underneath?
No, don't do the spotlight.
Ah!
This can't be good.
No.
Well, I don't have a screwdriver. The bulb is actually bent inside there. I don't know why. It's been knocked quite bad.
I haven't worked out where the short is yet.
It's not yeah, it's inside though. Well, that's throwing a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
I would need a screwdriver.
And a very small one.
It's very, very hot. But then I suppose it is about 1,000,000 candle power. It's the switch. I can feel the switch isn't kosher.
I know it.
I copy that. Just that it's still not going to be easy with even with that. Not going to be able to find anything unless it's on the road. Well, we'll just have to see if we can find something on the road. That was an antelope that I haven't got on my list. Okay. The only way to fix this light is to open it up, I'm afraid. So, we've got a little bit of time to maybe find an animal on the road. About 20 odd minutes, I think.
I don't know. I don't think this is going to help you much.
No.
Not really.
Let me just use that a sec. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to buy when I was on leave and I was supposed to get a new one. Actually, I was supposed to buy a lot of stuff. I just didn't get to any shops. The bulb doesn't look like it's blown, but
No, I don't think so. It's just a connection.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Raven.
Yeah, thank you, Raven.
Nice comment there.
Can you still see
Andrew,
it?
come in. Abel, come in.
Stand by, Marc.
It's in PC at Borifan.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll leave the
Okay, thanks.
150.
Abel.
Stand Marc.
Where are you in for?
Put up.
Okay, copy.
Welcome to the book.
Just some PC quarry pen.
Looking for one for coming back.
Okay, I've left Lalapanzi next to the mine.
I've got that song in my head now, Mark.
Pardon?
I've got that song in my head now.
Oh, for Carol.
Was it Neil Sedaka, wasn't it?
No, I can't remember. Could be.
Yeah, I think it was.
Nothing's coming to mind. Okay, this is a sad state of affairs.
Keep trying it, we might be lucky.
Hey,
Hey,
there we go.
Woo!
These temperamental electronic gadgets. We're back. Scanning the bushveld. The lights. Pick up the eyes of unsuspecting prey and marauding predators. Live on Safari TV on the Wild Earth channel. Neil Sedaka, there you go.
I think we should get a point for that.
Sure, get a point. You can have as many points as you want. They're not going to count because it's my race today. You got the ready. You got how many? 20 points for good camera work. You got now, what was it? 50 points did they say about Neil Sedaka? Okay, so you're way ahead, but it's just not going to count. Chewy. Mimi ninataka chewy. Can't translate that into English or Shanghai. I shan't. Okay, where are we gonna go? Back down Central Road.
I think we should head towards quarantine.
I think you're right.
Because there's a certain little
11 minutes. Oh no, well then we better go.
little mammals that live around there.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll make it in
Yo,
that amount of
I'll
time.
hold on.
Will you hold on?
As will everybody else at home.
That thing creeping under the water was a duiker, by the way.
Ah.
Did Patricia say they? Oh, but did we have it on camera?
I don't know. I don't know if anyone saw.
What?
I
There's a crabby. Well, then it counts because it was a great acre, and Patricia said it was a great acre, so then it counts.
We might have to go back through the footage and just see. 'Cause if I got it on screen, then surely it will count.
Oh. This jigger is getting a harder and harder ride every day.
Yeah.
Third umpire, we're going to need to watch the action replay. Okay, so in the past, when we've had a dispute, we have until I know there was a certain time the next day before we could resolve the dispute.
Was it 12 hours? I think I read somewhere it was 12
I think it
hours.
was to the end of morning drive or something.
Oh, was it?
Something like that. Okay, we want something nocturnal now.
Yeah.
Some few things nocturnal, not just one. Come on, nocturnal creatures. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, the other thing we used to do for Ranger Race, we didn't have secret comms. We used to just come over the radio. And I think we'll just keep the secret comms this time around. We'll see what M says. I'm gonna have to put on a jacket in a minute.
I'm already there.
Oh, it was an owl. I think.
Didn't see it.
Didn't look like an owl's wings though.
No. Possibly a nightjar, I don't know.
No, it wasn't a nightjar.
Was it not?
If anything,
Like quite a thin body.
Yeah. Going for? No, sorry if I left it.
I'm on Hippopool Road now. Yeah, maybe I will find it.
There's a lot of pansy next to the water. But there's also so much in Nkonzo up there. I didn't follow up on those drag marks either. I left the drag marks going up central towards Cheetah Cut Line.
Okay, thank you.
We're not going to make it to quarantine. I don't think. Nothing. And it's the road.
Hello everybody, this is Herman in Final Control, and we're just getting a little bit of picture breakup. We'll be cutting back to the jigger shortly.
Through really a normal bad signal area, route in the road, and slowed down there for a nightjar that was in the road. And I'm actually gonna try and step on it a little bit, with the road being a little bit smoother. Go faster stripes. Yeah. Yep. Those of you who don't know what go faster stripes are, when you get pinstriping on your car, that means your car can go faster.
I've never actually understood it.
You never what?
I've never actually understood it.
Oh.
I just know that we go faster stripes.
Pinstriping and those sort of fancy, like the flames. Boy, that you put flames on your car, then it goes really fast.
Yeah. Maybe we should put a couple on bigger.
I think we just put a couple of red hot burning coals. That's some red hot coals. Oh, there, in that tree, I can see eyes going right up there. We've got to get this child. Eyes in a tree. In the knobthorn at the back there. No, I hope we can get a gap to see it through here, maybe. No, through here. No. Oh, it's not gonna work. There. Can you see center of the light?
Yeah. Stop. Whoa. There. Ah, hopefully.
Did you check Torchwood Central?
I can't look at my screen because I'm looking the other way.
Stay.
Okay, then, yeah, the English maybe they might rumble inside Torchwood from this moment. The piece right here for me.
There we go. Austria to the rescue in the dying moments of my Ranger race. One more for the tally. Lesser Gallagher. Thank you, Sharon. Thanks, Sharon. Great of you too. Okay. And maybe just 2 or 3 more minutes to go. What clock are you going by? The computer clock or your clock on your hand? Because my clock says five minutes to go. My clock says 5 minutes. But I suppose you're the boss. Yeah, you're the you're the boss. You're the boss of me today.
So we just need to come on.
So we're not going to get to quarantine just yet. So no point in running, racing, rushing. Maybe a cat on the other side of this drainage line walking towards Gowrie Dam. But I'm glad we got the Gallego bush baby.
That was a good
Gallego
spot,
senegalensis. Yeah, that was a lucky one. Oh, I can hear a Scops owl. I wonder if it's who. There's a Scops owl calling. Maybe it's who. Who?
I'll do it.
Who? So none of the guys could find the rhino, huh? Well, it's only Abel and Henry out today. Oh, why not one more antelope type of thing? One more. 1 minute left. One more. 1 minute. Seconds are counting. Seconds are ticking. Clock's ticking. And the checkered flag is just up ahead. And now. That is the end. Oh. Okay. Can you see me?
No, I need a bit more illumination.
Spotlight on. Too much. No. Okay, that's not too bad. Safari TV. Thanks, everybody. That has been a fun afternoon. I got light in my eyes, but I think it's for your benefit. I'll put the spotlight on the soon-to-be winner of the race. No, I'm not going to be that presumptuous because I've still got 3 days to go. There's still a lot of animals that we didn't find this afternoon. There was zebra, there was kudu, there was waterbuck. The duiker we missed because, well, we might still get that one. Waterbuck, baboons and monkey. I could have gone to the lodge to look for vervet monkeys. Remember that one, Tara? Get to the lodge, look for the vervets. They'll be around there. What else is? Oh, there are 2 handfuls of animals that we still didn't find this afternoon, and that's what the fun is all about. I mean, good chance we're going to have leopard or lion in the next couple of days. I was hoping to get one of the cats this afternoon, but of course we didn't. And my name is Marc, You've been with Safari TV. This is Juma Game Reserve. Tara's been on camera. Herman has been in final control. And thanks for joining us. We're going to take a short break while we fit the night camera, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes with the infrared cameras, and we'll be doing a little bit of a night drive from now until, well, we'll see how long it takes. So, see you in a short while. Bye.
Hello everybody, this is Herman in Final Control and awesome PM Safari with Marc Weiner and Tara this afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us, and as the guy said, we will be cutting back to the jigger shortly with some infrared gear, so we'll be able to hopefully spend some more time with animals at night. At the moment, Marc's mammal count is either on 15 or 16. I'm just having a look at some of the replays to see if we can give that grey Dacre to Marc. That will then make it 16 mammals in a 3-hour drive. But don't go anywhere. If you quickly want to make a cup of tea, be sure to come back as soon as possible, because we'll be cutting live to the jigger in infrared in the next few minutes. But from me for now, thank you very much for joining us for the PM Safari, and I'll talk to you guys again after a little bit of a night safari.
Good evening, my name is Mark, and you're with us on Safari TV.
Stand by one.
Okay. Venus. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mark. Tara's with me on camera, and Herman is in final control for the next short while as we head out with an infrared camera here at Djuma Game Reserve. We're live on Safari Channel on Safari TV. Let's go and see what we can find. We are not doing that Rangers race now, so no need to send in emails about animal names, but you do need to send in questions if you want. Questions, comments, subjects of discussion, anything you want to talk about. And let's go find a few nocturnal creatures if we can. There's the bright lights of Venus, our sister planet in the western sky. Our evening star in winter, generally speaking. That ought to be, well, no, we got cloud. We've also got an almost first quarter moon. I was going to say first quarter full moon. Doesn't make sense. First quarter moon high up in the sky. Right, now I can't see what you're looking at. And there we go. We can take a somewhat more sedate drive now. Put some layers on. A little bit chilly, probably drop down to about 60 degrees. Whoa! Sorry about that. It's called a Taraism.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm also adding up. I'm not adding up, but you're probably adding up to get your back at me. Okay, let's go with some emails. Laura. Hello, Laura. In Finland. You lived in Tanzania. I did too. I wonder when you were in Tanzania. I met some Finnish people in Tanzania. I can't. Kitty. Her name was Kitty. Quite cute. And I dived with her and her uncle once. We did a dive off of Mbezi. No, was it Mbezi Beach somewhere there, north of Dar? And it was a time when I was, well, let's put it this way, I was monitoring my blood pressure, and he turned out to be a cardiologist, and he nearly had a heart attack himself when he saw my blood pressure after a dive. It was kind of freaky. Pardon? Something up ahead.